Okay, here's a new discovery that I'm going to try and explain. Besides telling everybody that Monopoly has 7 zeros before anything begins, everybody must understand that there's 4 sides to the table. You're playing a minimum with another person. So that 7 zeros will be 7 more zeros, plus the bank has all the money that you have. That's 7 more zeros. That's 21 zeros. Your interaction with the bank brings on your bank account with the bank. That's 7 more zeros and 7 more zeros. And the opposition takes on the bank, which is that their 7 zeros and the 7 zeros the bank has of their 7 zeros. So we have more or less 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 7 times 7 zeros for 49 zeros, which equals green. When you say green, you say space. Why? Because that's what they said in football last night. This is what I wanted to say. When you spell the word out, O-U-T, it is the 15th letter, the 21st letter. O equals A and E, which equals to the U in out, O-U-N-T. And T-O is timeout, and T-U saying 2 timeouts. When you say out, what is an out? Out where? Outside. In baseball, an out is to be put out, tagged, or 3 strikes. To be out of the ball game means not to be playing anymore. But when you get the out, it shows you 365. O, 15. 1 and 5 is 6. U is 3. T, okay, is not 5. T is 2. But the T is the cross member between the 2 sides. Each letter talks about something different. The J is to come around. The T is the 2 sides. The 3 is the electronic world. Why? Because the 3 is like this. The electronic world. And it's almost like attaching DNA, because now you can sort of make the Christmas tree. So what happens is I went to a number 5 with the T, and the reason I went to number 5 with the T, because it's 6, we used all 3 sides. 3 numbers, 3 letters, 3 sides, 3 opposite sides. So in order to bring the 3 opposite sides into formation, what I did is instead of 1 plus 5 equals 6 for a T, making this 368, which is the spirit of heaven, it becomes a 5. Why? Because it becomes 6 and 8. 3 sides create 4 sides on each one. This one and this one will create a side here and a side here. You'll have 4 sides automatically and 2 up and down. 4 by 2 is 8. The other one is 6. 8 and 6 is 14. 1 and 4 is 5. That's why I use 365. Now, if you're out of life, you're out of 3-6 creation. You're out of 6-5 communication of the white wolf. You no longer exist. Something to do with something very, very cold that keeps you alive. I don't know what it is. 365 is 195, which is A, E, and I, which brought you into the world of the 3-part strand, 1, 2, 3. The 0.25 is the quarterback that is missing, that is your life, that was helping you inside your mind. When you're out of this game, you're out of creation, you're out of 6 and 5, you're out of the 11, spirit, angel, and man. 3 times 6 is 18 by 5 is 90. 90 plus 14 is casino war. 104, CB codes of creation. 10-4. 10-4 is 1, 2, 3, 4. You notice 1, 2, 3, 4? Only the 3 is the representation. 3, 4, 6, and 5. Forget about what I just said, okay? I just want to let over that we got the reason why we had 365. So since 0.25 is missing at the end of this, is because you're out of the game, but you're not out of life. You're the quarterback that brings back the missing part. You see, it was a 300 bowling game. Of the 6 world, of the 6 man of who you are, of the one spirit of in your heart. When that one spirit gives out and stops, you're man of 6, no longer of 1, you're man of 6 and 5. You have the 2 worlds, but the 1 is what brings the last part of the quarterback back home. Why? Because the 1 in the center here is only 1 of the 4 elements on the outside. You are 20% and you are 25%. You are 1/4 of parts and pieces of A and B. 1 and 2 together, because 1 is in the center and 1 and 1 on the outside. Are we understanding each other right now? This would make 368. This can make 366. At the same time, this can be 15 and 15. We can be talking about the moo of the cow, the electricity, the milk, whatever we want, but 2 zeros looks like an 8, and 38 is Hoover Dam. And I had a big flood in my house last night, but it was only a dream. When we get out of the game at 125, we're actually out of the game at 125 because the moon stops on 304, but we have to complete the day. That means in the leap year, we get back the leap year, it's the 1 part of our life, plus the quarter, which leaves us 1 1/4. 1.25 is 5 times 5 times 5. It's May 5th. And it's 5 for 5 for 5, 5, 5 of all fives. 5 times 5 times 5. The fourth 5 times 125 is 625. 625 is the 6 times 1.25 or 1.5 of the 1/2 life you had. 6 times 25 is 150. 6 times 2 is 12 by 5 is 60, is that right? 6 by 2 is 12, but 5 is 60. 60, the 0 becomes 15, plus 6 is 21, and you got your 1U back for life. 21. 21 out. Hasbro, Monopoly. Hasbro is Hasbro is 78 years this year and 79 next year. 78 are because of the O's. You have 7 O's, and this one has 7 O's, but the O that goes in the center is whether or not you're plus in the account or you're minus in the account. You're in the red or you're in the black. Sports elements marketing, sports or support, duck and goose season, moose season, holiday season, your teeth in your mouth, your ears. Golf, bowling, individual sports, astrology, planets, letters, numbers, and there's just a whole lot of stuff. But at the end, this is the only trophy that's left. I'm not sure what it's supposed to mean, but I know it's a trophy to life. Something to do with the V and the V, VV and D. DVD, is that your DVD and your story to life? So this is the one Pontiac angle where the cube goes right in here. One ice cube sits over here and it melts away for the story of your life. Raphael 7286 in the constellation of Pegasus. I want to thank you for watching. Not sure if I should have my beard or shave off my beard. Not sure if my ex-wife's going to like what my beard looks like if we go out for dinner next week, but I'm going to my father's tomorrow and he might tell me what he wants in my beard. If somebody says something about my beard, somebody else might say something too. They're going to say, hey, what do you think about his beard? Well, I think this about his beard and he thinks that about his beard. So now 2 people have said something about my beard and I feel in between. I don't want to touch my beard. Now I'm going against the grain of what others say. Holy mac. We should all understand and learn that we're not the brightest people on this planet. If there's 1 million people that aren't so bright, what do we do in order to enlighten the situation so we all can live? Things will not be fair for those who know it all, but for those who know nothing, it's definitely even lesser than fair, and a good part of the time it's not their fault. Along with those who are drunk and disorderly, along with those who are thieves. I think a lot of things are happening in this world because of the pressure that's put onto us. Try my best. Raphael 7286 in the constellation of Pegasus. My bell. When you say bell, B-E-L-L, well, it's 2 train tracks, electronic, and it's a bubble. It's a B. You know why? Because those trains are coming face to face all the time. You ever notice on the track, there's no other sets of tracks? So if there's a train coming at you, it's coming at you on the same tracks. Raphael 7286 in the constellation of Pegasus. Thank you for watching. I wonder which letter actually was first. Raphael 7286 in the constellation of Pegasus. Remove the year of 7286 from 5281, and you'll have 2005. Everybody knows what this is, right? You want to look at it this way? What does it actually mean? A V in the front, a V in the back, VTOO, or is it VT88? Or is it VT88? What exactly is it? Is it AF or is it 7? When it's on this side, it shows an F. If the A was sticking out the other way, it would show a 7. Whoop, that's not what I wanted to do. What is this? Is it OU? O? Is it 1010 TV? Is it 0110? What would the zeros come to if I crossed the line all the way across? It would be 8118 TV, 8118 resident angel resident TV, electronic angel resident, a rear. Why a rear? Because R and air. The air and R comes together. Somehow the electric in the sky. And at the same time, we create this. Now what does that tell you? If I cut this in half, or if this was 77, you see it's 77? It's a TV, 77, and this one is I. 77I is 77901110. This also says roof. Anyways, it could also say, every time I look at it, I think of vortex. What is a vortex? Is it something that does this? You know what's so funny about life is there's certain things in life that just flow like this, and they call it the heartbeat. And if the heartbeat is that important, why don't we check it out? Or the dripping of the bag that's holding up the IV, and how fast it can actually come into our bloodstream. Is it coming in as fast as our heart pumps? How beautiful. We just plug it up, and as fast as our heart goes, we adjust it. We are adjustable machines. Raphael, 7286 in the constellation of Pegasus. Thank you for watching. Can I turn it off like this?